Nithyanandam. With all auspicious blessings and grace of my Guru, His Holiness Paramahamsa Sri Nithyananda Swamiji, I welcome you into the series of relations and relationships. Everything in our life is motivated only by relationships. Only through relationships we find fulfillment, be it in any aspect of life. When we do work, we come back, or we turn and look at our family members. When our work is glorified or respected or recognized, even then we come back and look at our family, our parents, our spouses, our children, to see how they are responding to what publicly or socially you have been recognized for. If despite everything you may be the most glorified personality, the most heroic personality in this whole planet, but if you do not have someone to share that joy with, share that joy authentically and feel that person is also enjoying the same joy from the space of pure joy and best wishes for you and you alone. Only when we have that kind of personalities or people or relationships in life do we feel everything or anything that we do leads to a completion or fulfillment. That is why in many award functions you would find celebrities saying, "Oh, I'd like to thank my dog, my father, my mother, my producer, my co-star," all that. It's not just a thank you by word, because we all thrive on relationships. Even our requirement, even our deep need to do better things, more things, to achieve more, to show the world what we are capable of, is one definitely our own drive, but also it adds so many sweet moments, so much value to each of us when you have someone who is so purely connected to you, where only your joy, your success matters to them. Sharing with that person is only leading to more and more fulfillment, more and more completion, more and more achievements. All of us want that one person at least in our life, and that is why we keep searching, keep searching, keep searching. But unless we ourselves are complete with a lot of our incompletions and powerlessness, nothing is going to lead to a complete relationship. Nothing will lead to a fulfillment in a relationship unless you stand on the platform of completion. For the last few web series, I've been speaking on relationship and relations. Few people have sent in questions asking for guidance and seeking for counseling on how to improve relationships. Today, I would like to address those questions. First person is asking is Nagaraj from Colombo. He's asking how to change the feeling of the other person. Nagaraj, you can never change the feeling of the other person unless you change your perception of them, unless you drop all the negative cognitions you have of them. Only then their cognition of you, their perception of you automatically changes. Automatically the transformation in relationships happen. Do not look at changing the other person. Look at what inside of you needs to be changed, or what part of you needs to be changed, so that you can align with the person that you want to be aligned with. Life is very simple. We complicate it by saying, "Oh, the other person doesn't understand me," or "I need to change the other person." Make a simple cognitive shift. Let's have life simple, neat, and happy by looking into ourselves and seeing what needs to be changed for me to have more understanding with the other person. It's as simple as that, Nagaraj. And if you have any more questions or need more guidance on this, please write back to me. Next, I have someone asking, how do I drop my anger? Okay, this seems to be the most common questions. How do I drop my anger? The sender has not sent his name. You cannot drop your anger. You need to complete with your anger. When you say drop your anger, that is when you keep throwing things, throwing your plate, throwing your spoon, breaking phones, breaking these things, breaking those things, and finally breaking relationships. That is what happens in anger. But if you really want to complete the anger, then look into the source of the anger, from where the energy for the anger is coming, why the anger is thriving inside you, why anger is a component of your everyday existence, or of existence at all. Even if you're a person who gets angry maybe once in 2 days, or once a day, or a few times in a year, or rarely in life, anger as a source of energy itself needs to be addressed and completed. See why you are getting angry, what is the authentic source of anger, because other actions, reactions, non-responsiveness, non-actions should not make us angry. If it is making us angry, we are somewhere reflecting to what we perceive as a failure or some negative component in that person. If we are perceiving that in the other person, we should also look in and see we have the same perception or fear of us. Because of that fear, and because the other person reminds us through his action or non-action that we have something like this inside of us, the anger comes out. The anger is nothing but resistance to completion. Replace that anger with completion, replace that anger with patience, replace that anger with love to yourself, towards yourself. First, when you learn to love yourself, learn to forgive yourself, you will see a huge change when anger just dissolves. The moment anger dissolves, you will just be radiating only love and love and love towards everybody. Another question: my spouse never listens to me. What to do? When you say your spouse doesn't listen to you, can you take a moment and see how many times you actually listen to yourself? I would really request this person who wrote in, her name is Rashmi Sinha from Delhi. Rashmi, look in and see how many times you don't listen to your own advice. Write down the number of times you don't listen to your own advice, and you will see if you actually listen to your inner voice, your husband will listen to you. Not only your husband, anybody will listen to you. It's as simple as that. Please get back to me. In fact, in my previous videos, I've spoken about authentic listening. If you go through the YouTube channel, you will find them. When you authentically listen to yourself, everybody listening to you is very simple. The last question for the day is: always fight, never a conversation. Completely resonates today's couples, today's relationships in every aspect. Because somewhere all of us are looking at defending our security, defending ourselves. That is why the moment a person even starts to say a word, we are ready to pounce on him, drag him or her, beat him out of submission with our words. And that person would never have finished his sentence. How many of you all resonate with this sentence? That even before we wait for the other person to finish talking the full sentence, we just cut them off abruptly with what we perceive he's going to say or she's going to say. We all need to stop defending ourselves, complete with our insecurity. Only then conversations can happen. Otherwise, till then, it will only be fights, wars, violence. Thank you for watching, and if you have any more questions regarding relations and relationships, please write to me, and I'm always here listening to you, attending to it, and hoping that these insights which I have found useful in life will be useful to you too. Please like, subscribe and share this video with as many people as you know and people whom you think will be benefited by this. Thank you for watching. Nithyananda.